Hey, everybody, it's your girl, author Doc B. She's in the building. And guess what? We have a special treat for you tonight. Yes. So please click like and share. Thank you all so much for joining. Bring it to the table where it's a safe space where anyone who have overcome, conquered, survived, and is living beyond their dreams. Well, what is it? What is it? It's everyday people like you and me. Everyday people. Everyone knows that this podcast is an offspring from my book. Yep, I became an author in 2018, another one in 2021, and I'm about to become a third time author by the end of 2023, God willing. Please click like and share. Tonight we have a special guest. Oh my gosh, he is near and dear to my heart. We got ourselves a new baby. And very rarely do Doc B bring newer members on. But guess what? She has a right to recover and she has a right to be here as well. And we're going to bring her on. She is doing some amazing things in her life. But what you're going to see tonight is recovery working at its finest. And I mean, finest. Okay. So, without further ado, I will get her on. But her topic tonight is surviving addiction and living beyond her dreams. Wait until you hear some of the amazing things that she's doing, who she is, and where she is from. Okay, I got Shannon. Ooh, Shane is coming on. I'm gonna bring her in, okay, y'all? I'm gonna bring her in right now to the stage. Hey, Queen.
Hey, how are you, my love?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm very happy to be here with you tonight.
That's good. Thank you so much for accepting the invitation to come on.
Absolutely. Thank you for inviting me.
Uh-huh. Yep, not a problem. So it's Shannon Cruz, ladies and gentlemen. That's who it is. It is Shannon Cruz. Okay. So you all need to be on the lookout for Miss Cruz 2024. It's going down. Okay. It's going down. And you heard it right here first. Doc B said it. Thank you all for joining. Hey, I see you all. I see you, Carolyn. I see you, Michelle. I see you, Tasha. Say hi. How y'all doing? Listen, it's streaming all over the place. You do know this, right?
I do.
So, and I got like one, two, I got three computers over here, and it's hard to keep up with all this stuff. But all of it is it's good for my bipolar. I love it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love it. I found a way to make it work. Okay.
yes, absolutely.
So I have a series of questions for you. First of all, how was your day?
My day was actually pretty good, simple, how I like it. Spending time with my older son. Got a lot of rest. It was simple. I like these
Mhm.
days I don't do much. It's pretty simple and quiet and peaceful. That's the lifestyle I live today. So I'm very grateful for that.
Quiet and peaceful. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
That's a long way from where we came from.
Yeah. A long way by far. And
Hey, Emma's girl. Oh, that might be one of my sisters. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. We're talking to Shayna. She getting ready to drop some jewels on y'all. Better watch out there. Better watch out. So, some of the questions that I have when people come onto the podcast is about like who you were, where you grew up at, and stuff like that. So, can you please tell the audience? Um, where were you born? You can tell me your first and last name, where you were born, how many siblings you had, where you grew up at. How it was it when you were growing up in the household? That's your first set of questions.
okay. So I was born in Lower East Side, Manhattan, New York.
Ooh, we love New Yorkers, don't we all? We love New Yorkers.
I miss the city so much. I lived there until about I was 12 years old. I have a brother. He's 6 years older than me. I'm a little nervous, so you're gonna hear some shaking in my voice, but this is how I start out. Um, yeah, I had a mom and a dad. It was like a family of four. It was normal.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my dad was a drug dealer, and my mom, um, she was a good girl. You know, she went to college and she worked at a bank. And I just remember my childhood. It was a pretty happy childhood for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like going to ballet class, and you know, I didn't get along with my brother, but just living, I'm grateful to say the fact that I've lived in the city before and got to experience the best of both worlds, you know, like living in the suburbs in New Jersey and living in the city. I missed it, you know. I like it. I used to always say I don't like Jersey as much as I like New York. But it's really what you do. It's really not about the location. It's how you are in the location, what your
Mm-hmm.
situation and circumstances are in the location, and what you go through. So I just feel like I didn't have the most best cards dealt for me when I moved to New Jersey. I moved in 2004 when I was 13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So when you was 13, you moved to Jersey. But what happened between the time you was born and the time you was 13?
Um,
It was
uh,
really bad. It was really bad.
yeah, it was
Okay.
like, and then I'll tell you, my father, he ended up, he was always in and out of prison, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mine too. He
yeah.
died. He died in prison.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That is, yeah, it's one of the hardest things. Like, he was always in and out of jail, but I thought this time he'll be right back. And then July of 2003, he got arrested for second degree murder.
Mm-hmm.
And the story I grew up with is he's not a rat, and that's why he's there. You know, it was
Ah, I got it.
for his brother. You know, he basically took the rap. But as a 12-year-old little girl, you don't know, like, you can't put that together. You can't, like, really understand that fully as a kid.
Sure, sure.
But I was daddy's little girl, you know, the happy times. He would take me to ballet. I sung in the children's church choir,
Yeah.
you know, it was happy and rainbows and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's how my downfall started, was with my dad in prison. That's how I would say all the trauma had started.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not easy to talk about, but it's relieving. It's
It's not easy to talk about, but it's so prevalent to the podcast and your topic, because what it's going to show it to the audience, it's going to show them, where you came from, how you end up where you ended up at.
yeah,
See,
yes,
it's going to show them where, because everybody has underlying trauma,
yes,
and most people have unaddressed underlying trauma.
yeah,
It's just sitting there, and they walking through life thinking that they're thriving, that they're doing well, and they're not.
yeah,
It's what we call trauma that's laying dormant. It's just laying there,
yeah, lingering.
but it's oozing out in other areas of your life, and the big outburst is yet to come.
Absolutely.
So, but you're getting help for that. You know what I mean? And you're getting help. So you stop there, and I'm sorry that those things happen to you as well, sis. I really am. Um, you're one of the coolest kids I know. You really are. I'm telling you, I adore you so
Thank
much and everything that you're doing. I really do. Um, I can't say enough about you. Um, I can't. I just can't.
thank
I can't wait to see you in person, face to face.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Oh,
So now you lost your dad, and he was the love of your life,
yeah,
daddy's little girl. You
yeah,
was only a certain age,
yeah,
and you turned 13 and had to move to Jersey.
Right,
So
right.
when you moved to Jersey, who did you move with in Jersey? And how many of your siblings went what was going through this with you?
I just have my brother, my older brother. And it's funny because my mom and dad were separated while all that was happening. And then it's messed up because a week before he got arrested and got that 25 to life sentence, they got back together. They got back together. And it's hard.
Wow.
Later you see how God moves, you know, but I feel like
Uh-huh.
back, God had to put my father in the correct place for him to get his mental state right. And the
Mm-hmm.
living and the way he was acting. He had
Mm-hmm.
his life around. And now my God, my dad, sorry, has more peace in that prison than I do, than anybody. Like my mom
Wow.
in a prison cell, but he feels more freer than anybody because he's coming home soon now. It's like time, so much time flew by.
Mm-hmm. And he's done and he did the work.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you sit down, when the universe, God, whatever we call them, that what
Mm,
power out there
yeah.
sits us down, the humans, it's work that we have to do. It's his attention that he wants to me. For me, he wants my attention. Something's going on,
Yeah.
and he has to enhance something,
Yeah.
or you have to release something,
Yeah.
you
Absolutely.
and then you'll get something.
Hmm.
And I call that something another level of freedom.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Another level of freedom.
He's free.
Yeah.
He's
So
free.
I moved with my mother in Sayreville, New Jersey in 2000.
Oh, okay.
That was hard. I didn't like Jersey in the beginning.
Hmm.
It was just, you know what it was? There's nothing wrong with New Jersey. It was the culture shock.
Of
It
course it was. From New York, the big city with all them buildings and stuff,
Yeah.
to like a suburban small town was surrounded by water and
Bunnies.
car. Right, bunny. Yeah.
Yeah, it was hard. It was hard. But
Hmm.
I'm so happy you know, just how things can turn around. You,
Hmm.
everybody has a past, but it's what you do now. It's literally what you do now. I'm just
Hello. We found that out, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
So how was the relationship with you and your mom when you got with your mom when you
Oh,
went there?
my mother. Oh my God. Um,
Completely opposite of that.
yes, yes, she was. Oh
Because
my,
it's two women. They when you put two women in the same house, they bump heads. We know that. Me
yes,
and my daughter do the same thing.
yeah, always, always. You know,
That's how I ended up in Georgia.
yeah, that's how it goes. Life
It
is,
happens.
yeah, yeah, it happens. I'm just thinking of like I'm going back a little bit. My dad would take me to the park, right? And walk I would walk around with him wherever he was doing. I would be by his side. My mom would take me to like Broadway shows and like the mall and like, to get my hair done, the nice little fancy stuff,
Yes.
I wasn't close to my mom growing up really. I was a teenage rebellious little girl. Me and my mom are closer than ever now. One thing
Nice.
my mother have in common is we both been through one of the hardest things in life, and that's losing her husband and losing my father, and we bond over that. She's seen me grow in this process. She's also
Hmm.
struggled as well.
Hmm.
So it was a lot of ups and downs. I felt a lot of neglect growing up when we first moved, and it was just a lot of things with me. I was missing my father. That's normal for any child to feel.
Yeah. Sure. It really is. It
Yeah,
really is. I understand.
yeah.
And so you stayed with your mom the rest of until you went into 18, from 13 to 18.
Yeah, I was in and out of like psychiatric institutions, and
Hmm.
I have had a history of depression and self-harm,
Hmm.
and that's
When you
not
say self harm, what do you mean self harm?
I,
Explain to the audience.
I was cutting. I was a cutter.
Okay. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that she was a cutter.
Mm,
Watch the turnaround. Watch the turnaround. I
right.
love it. So we do recover from cutting. Okay. Come on. Come on. This is
And
good. I think you're the first cutter we ever had on the show.
yeah, it's anything. You can overcome anything as long as you are consistent. As long as
Ooh.
"Wait, I don't want to live like this. I don't want to be like this." Like it feels so good. That's the real high, to get out of such pain and such darkness and such torment. I never would have thought. I used to joke like I'm not gonna make it past 16. I want to die anyways. I was so dark and wore black clothes all the time, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just it's so amazing how the tables turn. How
Wow.
yeah, yeah,
That's beautiful. Look at that. Did you have like an earring in your nose?
yeah. The septum ring, the
Uh-huh.
Slipknot and System of a Down, all those
I
bands.
can see you doing that. I can
Oh,
see you doing that, Shyanne. I really can.
oh yeah, it was. My mom hated it. She she hated it.
Mm-hmm.
I was just a sad girl, and I share these things because this is what I grew up, using over. We have underlying trauma, and if we don't address that underlying trauma, it trickles into motherhood. It trickles
Mm-hmm.
into relationships. It trickles into work. A lot of things, you know.
Yes. Yes, it does, sweetie. It really does.
Yeah,
It can be really devastating, get really bad, like fast.
yeah,
You
fast.
know. Mm-hmm. But you are addressing yours.
Yeah.
And so, at what age did the substances and what substance was it that came into play?
First substance ever was marijuana.
And how old were you?
I was 17 years old.
Okay, that's a long time. I know 12-year-olds, 11-year-olds smoking right now.
Yeah,
Right now.
I
Right now.
was a late bloomer.
I was like that too.
Yeah, and I would
Yeah.
act like that I was smoking some heroin or something because my friends would laugh at me. I was a lightweight. I'll take
Hmm.
it and go to sleep, or
Hmm.
eat a
Hmm.
jumbo shrimp platter and throw it all up later.
Hmm.
Drugs was never meant for me. Like everybody said that it's not for you. You can't handle nothing. I got kicked out in high school over marijuana. I got kicked out of my mother's house over smoking, and that led me to more turmoil. You know,
Yeah, I'm sure.
I had a baby at 18, you know,
Okay.
son. Um, just things, so many avoidable things that could have been avoided. But looking back, I would not change anything. I used to say I will go back and fix this and this and this. It would not make me the woman I am today. I love myself today. I could say that truthfully. I never loved myself before, ever.
Nice.
Feels
I
good.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Nice. That's good stuff. Let me say hi to the audience. JV is on. They're doing like this. Shane, Shannon, they saying Shannon. Is it Shayna?
Diane.
Shane, Cheyenne. They saying Cheyenne. I've been calling it wrong. You're supposed to stop me and fix it. They doing like this, Cheyenne, and they doing stuff like that. And they saying thank you so much for your truth. And he's saying hello, young lady, welcome, and stuff like that. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, John. Thank you, JV. All these J's. Jeremiah. What is going on with the chat? That's crazy. But we're all over. So we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, 3 different Facebook pages. It's just weird.
Oh,
But we're out there though.
oh snap. Okay.
Uh-huh. And who else? What else are we on? YouTube, LinkedIn. We're
Nice.
on LinkedIn right now. Yeah, we're all the professionals so they can
Yeah.
see the work that we're doing in the communities. So I'm going to get another broadcast started over here. I might enter the studio in a different way, and let's see how this works. But so now you got your one kid. Did you end up having any more kids?
I have a I have a total of four beautiful children. I have a 13-year-old Cassidy, a 3-year-old Jamie, two twin girls that are 9, Ava and Mia, and I love them so much.
Oh, those are some beautiful names. I love those names.
Yeah.
I love those names. We have a Ava and we have a Mia in my family as well.
Really?
Yes, we do. Ava girl, that's the girl, honey. Woo, God, I love that little girl.
Yep.
Somebody's Jay love Jay. Jay Marshall. Jay is saying I love you.
Oh, love you too.
You got your support on. Your whole squad is here. That's
Uh,
beautiful.
it means
Beautiful. How does it feel to have that type of support?
It makes me want to start crying, but I'm gonna be strong and smile, and I love it. I love it. I'm so
Yes.
always being alone back in the past, so it's so relieving to know that
Mm-hmm.
have your back, support
Mm-hmm. That's right. Absolutely. Well, you got my support, that's for sure.
you.
And so we're halfway through, but I want to know about when you so you started with marijuana and what was next after marijuana?
Oh, um, oh boy. So the funny part is, I'm gonna speed it up because I know we halfway. Um, I've experimented with cocaine and things like that here and there before in my early Molly and things like that.
Mhm.
But I have never ever gotten hooked the way I have gotten hooked at 26 years old. That was the first time I've ever done behaved like that. It started off, and for most people, I hear how it starts off like this. It's a party, you're celebrating. Originally, I was celebrating a management position at the hotel I was working in.
Wow.
People, places, and things, visiting the wrong people from my past that I had no business. I used to like throw myself off a roller coaster, like everything's so good, so good, so good, and then fall back down, like subconsciously. And I'm
Yeah. Almost like self-sabotaging.
yes, yeah, and that's
Mhm.
that is crazy. So
Okay. All
yeah, I
right.
a lot of
So
things.
would it be fair to say that you experienced just about anything out there, or you stopped at a certain?
Yeah, I've experienced. I'm thinking about what didn't I try, and it was especially, yeah, after 26. I had a few years clean, and I
Mhm.
wouldn't really call that clean because I wasn't in recovery. I was like comparing alcohol, and this ain't that and that ain't this. But my dad,
We
yeah,
all do that. We all do that.
it don't work. So that was my real downfall. Like I've done acid, methamphetamines, heroin.
Okay, so you just tried it. Just was the like what we call polysubstance in treatment. It's polysubstance, but on the street, garbage cans, and that's
Yep.
what they called us. I remember once I tried somebody's catapress
Oh
blood pressure pills,
wow,
thinking it was going to get me high.
wow.
I did that one time.
I didn't think of that before.
Oh yeah, make that blood pressure go up. You be dizzy, like
Oh
you
my.
ain't high, girl. You been ready to pass out. That's what you get ready to do your nut. I'm telling you, I was crazy out there.
Yeah.
Listen, I understand. I'm so proud of you. So now tell us about when things begin to turn. So now you're on all these substances. You did your mom kick you out and it's over between you and your mom? It's the
Oh,
relationship is going downhill.
I left a lot of things out. After I was in a lot of domestic violence, like with my first kid.
Relationships.
Yeah, I was always in and out. I've been out of my mom's house since I was 18, but I was always moving back in and out of her house growing up.
In between the domestic violence.
Yes, I live.
Okay. Yeah, because listen, she love you. She want to save you too.
Oh, I love you so much, baby. Thank you.
Your mom loved you. She wanted to save her daughter. So come home, she says. Come home.
Yeah,
I understand.
I'm thinking about it. It just like took me back. That's what I'm like. Yeah, it was tough. I forgot the question you were gonna ask me. That's what I was trying to get to.
So after you and your mom, after everything, because you alluded to the domestic violence and all the relationships, but that comes with using. That
Yeah,
comes with using and periods of clean time in between there, having sort of a healthy relationship, but you really didn't do the work on yourself. So the
right.
question was, when did things take a turn? Like when did it turn around? Because you've been on your own and you've been going through all this stuff, and when did you say, that's it? Tell me about the end of the road. What happened?
Got you. The end of the road. A long story short, my clean date is January 25th, 2023. And
Hey, hey,
yes,
congratulations.
and I
Let's
just
see them hearts, y'all. Come on, give it up. Give it up. She hanging in there. She's there. She's there. She ain't got a year yet, y'all. Look at her. This how you look with a less than a year clean? Come on. Woo, girl, you look amazing. I love it.
Thank you so much. And my kids are my motivation. I regrettably, I don't regret nothing, but I left a family that I did not, you know, that was the best experience I ever had as far as like a happy family white picket fence. And that was my turnaround, like realizing I traded in a beautiful life for a life of death and jails, death and institutions, like they say. I traded it for the street and stuff. And that was my rock bottom. If something hit me January 24th, finally, I wish I had gotten it earlier. But something hit me like I don't want my kids to see their mother like this no more.
Wow. So it
I
was
don't,
the kids that made you say, you know what? That's it.
yeah,
I'm getting my shit together.
yeah.
Nice. Hi, Justin. Thank you for coming. Justin Brown, Jay Marshall, JBC. It's a lot of J's in the chat for some reason today. We
Uh-huh.
don't care. Just please keep coming back to bring it to the table. Yes. So now, turned your life around, and did you go to those meeting places? We can't say their names, but you do that type of stuff? Is that
So
helping you? Is that how you're doing it?
every day, this is the first time I've ever taken recovery serious. So I do go to my meetings.
Well,
I
how many times did you try? Tell the audience. How many times did you really try over the years? Give
do
us a number.
too many times. I'm like, I lost count.
Oh,
Like,
mine's is 13, and then I lost count.
yeah, it's around there, 13, 14, 15.
Okay. See, they say we more alike than different.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kept going in and out, in and out, in and out. Detox, come home. Detox, outpatient, come home.
Yeah.
Detox. No, I always try to skip my disease. Always make me skip residential treatment.
Right. Like, we'll get better. We can handle it later.
Apartment? What you mean? I'm going home. I got me apartment.
Right. Yup. I had
That
to.
apartment kept held me back. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yup.
Eventually I gave it up. That last time I was like, you know what? That's it. I'm just gonna heck with the apartment and everything else because they're gonna kill me.
You're
Period.
right. That's where it gets to. That's where it leads to. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my stuff, like I shared with you, and
Mm-hmm.
that addiction lifestyle leads to. It is some of the scariest, most life or death situation you've
Mm-hmm.
ever experienced.
Did you walk? Was you a street walker? Did you like prostitute and do all those things too? If you don't mind me asking.
In active addiction, I've had my experience. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
hooker or escort or slut. That's a lot of things I've heard, but
Mm-hmm.
I would, when someone asks, yeah, I would, it,
Yeah, because
because
that just comes along with it. It comes along with it.
yeah, because you become desperate and
Mm-hmm.
not who you are.
That's right.
And this is
That's
all the lesson
right.
learned.
Girl, they blowing the chat up. They like, girl, we so proud of you, Cheyenne. Oh my God, they getting it in the chat. So
Thank
you see the SHA? I got that on my arm right here. Look,
Mm-hmm.
SHA
I see it.
right there. Can you see it? Wait, I don't. Never mind. Anyway, it's up there.
Yeah, I see.
It's up there. SHA. There it is.
I
See
see.
it?
Yeah, I
I
like.
was like, oh my God, she's so special. I got part of her name on me. And then my middle name is Ann.
Oh wow, see, that's a coincidence.
So my daughter's name is Shay. And some people call it spell it SHY. I spell it SHA, but it's really SHY. And
Yeah,
then I'm Ann. So my daughter's name is Shay and I'm Ann.
a lot of people think it's Chey at the beginning, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
is that how it's spelled, Cheyenne? But
Mm-hmm.
things are awesome now. I have my good days and my bad days, and what I can say is that this life is so much better than the life I was living.
Yes.
If my story could help someone, I'm okay with that.
Absolutely. So now, all right, so now you get clean in January this year. Oh my God, cold months down there. Where did you go? Did you go into a detox this one last time?
I did. I
And
went.
did you go to rehab after that 21, 28, 30 days?
I did. It was
And
about.
then did you go in and what happened after that?
I came back to my apartment in New Brunswick. I
Okay.
used here, and I also got clean here. So for me, this is my experience. It's not always positive.
Wow.
But I came back after treatment, and when I came back, it was hard because I broke down crying. I used to shit where I ate. So shit,
Mm,
in my house, I broke down crying because you feel that when you get,
yes.
it's like, what did I do? And
Hmm.
that desire to use is just lifted now. Why would I want to live a shitty life? Like, excuse my language.
Yeah, go ahead, girl. That's
I,
amazing.
I like glowing.
That's amazing. You really are glowing.
Thank
And we go to them same places at the same time. So did you utilize the suggestions from that program?
Absolutely.
Uh-huh, me too. That's good stuff. Good stuff. That's how we met, y'all. Yup. I said it. I said it. I said it.
Yes, period.
Period, right?
Yeah.
And so now, with almost 1 year clean, folks, you heard it right here. Bring it to the table. We're talking about addiction. She survived trauma, separation, family trials and triumphs. She was separated, jobless, homeless, penniless. She experienced all of this, almost homelessness, almost. But disease won't let you go home. She said it right here on Bring It to the Table. You heard what she said. Here comes the turnaround. She always had her mother, she had her father at different periods of her life. And now she is in recovery. What does your recovery look like day to day? What does that look like? And what are you doing with your life today? Same question, two different ways.
Today I'm back in school.
She's in school, y'all. What you studying? What you studying?
Well, I'm starting from scratch. I never had a high school diploma, so I'm just getting my GED and then moving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 32, starting all this stuff, but there's nothing to be ashamed of. I used to be embarrassed and make stuff up. I'm starting from scratch, but I know where I'm going.
Come on.
So I see my kids more. I spend a lot of time with my kids. I
Mm-hmm.
focus and pay attention to them. I'm not just zoned out in a daze. I communicate better with people.
Mm-hmm.
I I see my mom and I get along with her. I have a network. I get up in the morning not looking for the next one. I'm motivated every day. I don't care what I got to do to make sure that I don't live that life I used to live. I will do whatever it takes to get clean. Like they say, you used to do whatever it takes to get high. You could do whatever it takes to get clean.
That part right there.
Right. And I'm happy. I love the fact that people are so proud of me and I'm proud of me. I don't go to bed with a shameful feeling no more.
That's right. That's right. They up here talking about Baltimore, proud of you, strong arming you and everything. They
Yes.
getting it in.
Yes.
They getting it in. That's right, y'all. Keep her encouraged. Keep her encouraged. And so now you going to school and everything. You studying for your GED, headed to college at
Yeah.
the same time. Like you doing all this work on yourself, and you going through the steps, and you talking to the people every day. What else is going on? You got a big project you working on, I heard.
I'm writing a book
Woo!
finally. My,
She's writing a book, y'all. Y'all heard that?
yeah. It's like a memoir. It's going to be long.
Mm-hmm.
It's long, but it's definitely going to have a happy ending.
And you already started. That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
You
It,
already started.
I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm very
That's
excited.
good stuff.
Yeah. I get to just put it out there, put it on the table.
Okay. Well, I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you how you turned your whole life around. That's what Bring It to the Table is all about. You have overcome and survived addiction, and you're on the quest to conquering. You are going to conquer. Conquerors go back and get others to come and do the same things they're doing, like I'm doing you. I went back. I said, you know what? We can do this. You got this. You're going to do the same thing. Okay. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the good work. Keep writing.
Thank you.
Please keep writing. Keep loving yourself, the skin that you're in. Have a relationship with the mirror.
Yeah. Period. Of course.
Yes, with the mirror, girl. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm so glad you agreed to come on and tell your story. I don't care what it is, folks. You heard it right here on Bring It to the Table with your girl, Orthodox B, your host. Let me tell you, she's overcome. She's conquered. She's surviving things. Look, and she's now living beyond her dreams. What does that look like? I'm going to school. I'm writing a book. I go to work every day. What kind of work you do?
I'm not working.
Okay. Well, you get up and go to
But
your meet. What you do? You go to your meetings and everything. That's your work right now.
yeah, that's
Your
my.
work is staying clean to make it to midnight.
Yep.
And you do it every day.
Right.
And you do it with pride. You hold your head up and you get to stepping.
Yeah.
I know because I see you. I'll be there.
God gives me everything I need.
Mm-hmm. So you came in the program with a higher power and you know he works for you.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. Let's give her a round of applause and everything. You really want to look out for her. Tell them where they can find you on Facebook.
You could find me. My name is Shyanne Cruz on Facebook, Instagram, same thing, Cheyenne.Cruz. And my Snapchat is Mommy of Twins 923. It's really old, but you can reach me on there too.
Wow. And you got your group. You created your group.
Yes, Shyanne is writing a book on Facebook.
Please go to her group.
Yes, please join.
Please join her group and follow her and talk with her and chat with her on some of the things you'd like to see written in that book. She's going to be asking for ideas and everything. Yes. So I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for agreeing to come on the show. Any last remarks? If there was someone who is trying to get themselves off of substances right now and is not mentally stable, what would your final words be to that person?
It's not impossible. It's absolutely
nice.
Focus on yourself and don't pay attention to anything else but what you have to do because it's so worth it. And this is the real high.
Well, there it is, folks. You heard it right here on Bring It to the Table. You heard it from Shyanne Cruz. She gave it up. Thank you all for joining. I'll see you all next week. Godspeed. Good night. Peace out. Talk to you soon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good night.